Hello, this is Demigod IV, and I'll be just running through the login use of League of Legends. It's pretty easy. After you download the game and double-click the shortcut, this news page will appear, and it gives you what server you're on, so your language, obviously, and then the servers. North America is the best. It will give you the news of what's happening, such as the free week champions, new champions that are coming out, patch notes, and skins that have just been recently released. And every so often there are patches, and the patches will show up in the box here and telling you the download rate and time they will take. And when you're all patched and ready to go, you can hit play. After the login screen has shown up, type in your username and your password that you have already created through the sign up section on leaguelegends.com and hit login. Just checks to see how many people are logging in at the time. Sometimes it can have large amounts, but usually it's very relatively fast. Here's the general overall form of League of Legends. It's pretty user-friendly. Here's their YouTube kind of channel, what's being uploaded and stuff, the more recent ones. Here's featured items, the newest items that are coming out or have come out. Quinn is the newest champion. Blitzcrank is the newest skin. Here's some news, 3.04 patch notes. Zach is a new champion that they are working on right now, so they just telling you he's been revealed, and you can look up details on him. And free champion rotation. And I am level 30 as it shows here, and you have a little icon that shows up. Here's your friends, and it's pretty basic. Now, when you start off, you should start off with around 400 RP points. Those are just free points they give you, and I don't think you started off with IP. I can't remember. But IP points, which show up in this little box, are the points you earn throughout the game from playing League of Legends games, and RP points are the purchase points. This is the store, and the store has another very friendly user interface. These are the new things that are coming out, the new skins, the champions that are on sale, and skins that are on sale, and they change every so often. Top sellers, these are just usually top sellers are the newer stuff that comes out, so they're just kind of indicating what is hot at the moment. Featured items again are just the newer items. Champions, here's a list of all the champions, and so it gives you the RP and the IP purchasing. 975 RP, this is the new champion, the newest champion, Quinn. So if you just hit unlock, it comes up with you want to unlock it with RP or IP. IP again is the in-game points, and RP is money-based points, and it will just subtract and do all that stuff for you. And you can go down and look at the champions. There are over 100 of them. There's a huge amount, and you can sort them by different things, such as price of RP. So if you're looking to buy based on RP, you can do it through cheapest to most expensive, or you can do it from cheapest to most expensive of IP. I own most of the inexpensive IP points champions, and you can do it alphabetically. You can search for certain guys: assassins, fighters, tank, mage, support. So it gives you a pretty easy checkbox list for you to indicate which champions you want to buy and how cheap they are, and such like that. Skins are only bought through RP, so that's riot points, money. You only can spend money on skins. There's a huge amount of skins. Skins only show up for the champions you have bought, so these are just the skins for the champions I have. I do not have all the champions. I have a good amount of them, but not all of them. And so skins range from 1800 to about 260 RP, so that's about like 20 to $4 or something like that. So they're pretty expensive. I don't really buy skins. It's just fun to have a in-game looking different champion. Ward skins are usually based on like holidays, like they have Halloween ward skins and stuff like that. Ruins you cannot spend money on. You only can spend influence points on. So that's a really interesting aspect. You cannot just blow a whole bunch of money and then be better than people. You have to work your way up into buying your ruins. And I'll go into greater detail later and about ruins, but ruins are just to buff your champions in any way you want, and there are a good amount of them for attack, magic, defenses, and stuff. And again, just like the champion selections over here, you can sort them to what you are looking for. Boosts are just like IP boosts, so you can spend money to get more IP, or you can spend money to level up your account faster. Highest level is 30, so you start out at level 1, and so you can pay to get more XP. I'm not allowed to have any more XP because I'm at the highest level, obviously. Bundles are just things you can buy, again, in a bundle. It's pretty explanatory. So you can unlock a whole bunch of these champions for a cheaper price, money-wise, than if you bought them individually. And you can buy rune pages. I'll go into ruins again later on, but you have only 2 pages that you start off with, and you can build your champion how you want. Other is just rune pages or summoner name change. So if you want to change your name, you don't like your name, you can change it with purchasing some RP codes. So if you go to GameStop, you can buy an RP card, and this is where you redeem it. You type in the code and you'll get your RP points. And they have a purchase history in the store. Tells you all about it has just a history of what I have bought recently, and some items are refundable, some are not, and you only have 3. I've used 1. You have only 3 refundable options. So if you don't like what you bought, you can refund it, and some things are not refundable, such as ruins, but champions are refundable and such. And the gifting center is you can somehow give RP skins or champions to someone you want. So let's go to unlock a champion for a friend. So I can click on one of my friends and I can unlock a champion for them using my influence or RP points. And again, if you want to purchase some RP points, it'll bring up a little web browser, and you can use PayPal and all these different ways to do it and purchase your RP. The more you buy RP, the cheaper it gets. So $5 gets you $6.50. $10 gets you more than double this one. So they try to give you a little incentive to spend more money on the game. So that's about the store. About the profile. Alright, here's just overall basics. I don't have very good high elo right now. I pooped on it a long time ago, so I'm not really working on that. I'm just working on trying to get as many champions as I can right now. But it'll tell you your ranking or your normal. Here's my normal stats. I have the highest possible ranking in each one of these. It'll tell you your league. I'm just bronze 1, and it'll give you the overall which champions you play the most. You have a match history. It doesn't go too far, but it shows you just the basic of what your match history has been and how well you've done. So here's some of my matches and the KDR, kill death ratio, and the items you build. Champions. These are all the champions. This is just gives you the information. So let's click on Karthus. When you click on Karthus, it'll tell you the basic idea of the abilities. It doesn't give you the ratios. It just gives you the overall the overall detail of it and what his stats are. So he has low attack damage, low health, high ability power, and he's relatively difficult to play. And it'll also show you what the skins look like. And you can unlock the champion, and before you unlock skins you have to unlock the champion, so that's why it says requires champions here. So the champion is 790 RP or 3150 IP or influence points. So that's just the overview. Abilities, They have little videos on how to, or what the abilities do, and it gives you the little detail down here for each one. Each champion has 4 abilities and 1 passive, and that's for all champions. So you can learn what they are in this interface. You can again categorize what you want to find in your what you're searching for, and the ones that are colored are the ones I own, and the ones that are discolored or black and white are the ones I do not own. So I own about half of them. Ruins. So this is the page where you can buy, using influence points, little ruins as they are called that will help you in your game. So certain ruins go with certain spots, and I'll probably make another video on them, but just for the basics, you buy ruins and you put them into these little slots, and then your champion has these like extra stats at the beginning of the game. So at the beginning of the game I have 19 extra armor and 15 extra physical damage, and these cost more and these cost a little less, and ruins are priced on how like useful they are in the store and stuff like that. And there's different, you can have many pages. I have only 2 because pages actually cost a lot of IP or RP, so I have not bought any pages yet, but you start off with 2 and you can buy more so that you can have a different variety of pages, because when you're in team select you cannot change the pages, but here I can change the pages as much as I want, so it's pretty nice, and it makes you customizable, makes you able to customize your character more. So those are ruins. Masteries are another customizable portion of League of Legends, and this is where, as you upgrade your account to level 30, you get pretty much 1 point into your mastery. So at level 2, you'll be able to put 2 points into your masteries, and since I'm level 30, I have 21 plus 9 is 30 points. And this is like the old World of Warcraft, if you ever played that, Masteries, where you can put in points however you want to increase your champion's ability, such as 21-9 is a more of an offensive build for attack damage. I have all these attack damage things in here, and if we go to over like AP, this is for my magic. So each one is characterized to different people, and you can rename them, return points, delete, and customize however you want for your masteries. Spells, this is just gives you an overall of the summoner spells. Everyone has these spells. I think to be the highest level, yeah, you have to be 12 to use Flash. That's the highest level spell. And so once you hit level 12, you can use any 2 of these spells in a game. Some of these spells refer to only Dominion, but most of these spells you can use in Classic. Classic is the classic game of what you would play in ranked and stuff, probably the most competitive portion of the game. And so you can use any 2 of these spells, and if you click on it, it'll tell you exactly the damage and what it does to the champion and what are the effects of the spells. Here's just your teams or your clans, like your ranked teams that you can create. You can create ranked teams and call them whatever you want, and you can try to rank up, and it'll show you your history, your profile of your ranked team, and the stats of your ranked team, and such like that. This tablet I don't use very much, but it is the lore. It is like a journal, and that's pretty much all there is. I mean, here it is. So it's called the Journal of Justice, and it has, you know, issues of when they posted things, and it's just pretty much a newspaper about the lore and what is happening kind of in the fantasy world of League of Legends and such. So if you're kind of into the story, this is the story button over here, and gives you all these different dates of issued newspapers or whatnot. Of course, there's a help button, tells you about the chat, the masteries, so if you forget about stuff, you can read them up over here. And that's pretty much it. And the main thing is the play button, of course. So you hit play. PvP is player versus player. Classic is your 5v5 or your 3v3. And Dominion is a 5v5 map. I'll go into detail in probably a different video. So that's your player versus player. Co-op versus AI is you're on a team with other human players and you play against artificial intelligence, also known as AI. And there are bots and they are pretty bad. But if you're just trying to get used to the game and get used to a new champion, that is what you probably want to use. Again, it has Summoner's Rift, Twisted Treeline, and Dominion with the Crystal Scar. Custom game, you can join or create a game. Tournament code, you need a code to go into a tournament, and those are probably run through League of Legends. So if you create a game, you can pick Summoner's Rift, the Proving Ground, which is just again, I'll go into detail of these maps in different videos, but that's just like a strip of land, and then you guys kind of have a all mid battle, no lane phases kind of thing. The Crystal Scar is like a weird Dominion map where you capture points and stuff, and the Twisted Tree Line is like the Summoner's Rift, but only 3 lanes. Well, only 2 lanes, 3 players, 3v3. And so you can pick your draft mode, all random tournament mode, allow spectators, none, yes, and the name, and if you want, have a password so it doesn't make it public. And here's where you can join other people's games and what they call them and stuff like that. So, and tutorials is if you are just learning the game, you can have a basic tutorial proving grounds. It'll just tell you like right click, attack the minion, etc. And battle training is a little more complicating, not much, but it'll just tell you maybe about the map of Summoner's Rift and such like that. So it's pretty user friendly, very nice interface in my opinion, because I've played Dota and Han, and it just seems a lot more clean in this interface than the others, so that's why I like it quite a bit. So if you like this video, subscribe and like it, and I'll have a video of more detail on ruins and maps and stuff in the future. Thanks.